It's been some time since we last saw the young man who coveted that ornate box. Mayhap we ought to seek him out. Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
Oh, what does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
The rules at your neck.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
There is no shortage of beasts that need culling in this world. By combining our strengths, we shall overcome this trial as all others.
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
Could you come over here?
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, your majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Follow me.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your majesties, do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
Tell is, Vermund was once a beastren kingdom.
Fascinating.
Indeed. Though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
Where to next? I suppose the location nearest here would be a good place to start. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermund's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. A night-bound forest is fearsome indeed.
We cannot let our fear get the better of us, else who will protect the Arisen? There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few. A cyclops!
Lightning has an extra potential against this one.
mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
'Tis as you say.
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early Griffin gets the worms, as they say. Stay with me, Risen. Wait a moment.
That was superb,
Arisen. I should have expected you may yet linger here.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful should we...
I'll go and open the chest.
Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Shall we get underway?
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Our party is well balanced. I can see no weaknesses that might be exploited.
Capable comrades are a boon indeed.
There's no great shock to me. How are we to get through this bit?
'Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Ho-ho! I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
A splendid discovery.
Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste. Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Each to their own.
I shan't let them harm you.
Tis in caverns such as these that monsters thrive.
We'd best be prepared to make our own light before we proceed.
Of course.
An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force?
I can destroy that, if need be. Might I be of assistance?
Where to next? I suppose the location nearest here would be a good place to start. The soldiers delivering freight were last dispatched near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
Not bad!
Tis a bit early to be thanking me. The enemy yet remains.
Well said.
That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you? Here, if you please. Having trouble keeping up? No matter. I shall wait for you as long as it takes.
Methinks we found aught there is to discover here.
Travelling beyond the rift, I came upon a cave whose secrets you have yet to discover.
'Tis nearby. Shall I lead the way?
We should be able to move this boulder without... combined might.
Shall we set it rolling?
Protect the shipment! Shield yourself! Cut the fiends down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
Please, how did this happen? We must defend the cargo.
They're a tenacious lot.
All done then?
I thank you for coming to our aid. That was a tight spot you saved us from. And what luck! Nary a scratch on the wares to show for it.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen? Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
What ought I to do?
Still too early to set out.
Wearing armor all day feels like a punishment.
If you're in need of a ride, 'tis now or now.
Here all...
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village, though they're yet. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
We'd best report back.
That Lady Margaret's a kindly sort. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of it.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my ears.
Today? Long, I almost forgot why I came. Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
Where are you going?
Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
'Tis done. Outstanding!
A job well done.
It is vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on. What to make of this?
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melve? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend. Here you are.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
Right you are. Let us press on with our next objective. On to the nearest location. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Pray, follow me.
Well, that wasn't a homecoming I envisioned. But you
Ah, so you pinched something from our foe. That's cool of you.
I shall take this.
Is that the best she can do?
I'd wager we ought to be found.
We ought to take a closer look.
This brute has quite the temper.
Why do we not use their rage to our advantage?
There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Would you mind coming over here? This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
I cannot fault your prowess.
Well done. The Arisen has been put to sleep. Follow me, if you would.
Truly are formidable, Arisen.
Of course it falls to me to do this. Isn't that always the way of things? Can't say I'm thrilled, but I'll get it done.
My magics are yours to command, should you require the skills of a mage. Might I be of assistance? We are under attack! Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow. And mind the ceiling.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here.
You would have me lead. Consider it done.
Arisen has been torched! Quick! Gather one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Oi, you there! Quick to fight, give us a hand. Right, lend us your aid. Scatter the goblin! Get a load of that!
Our task is complete.
Splendid.
Look, Master. A treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
I would be glad to demonstrate the efficacy of my mage skills, should you desire magical assistance. Might I be of assistance? Yon path leads not to our destination.
Hang in there, Master. I am coming to assist.
Let us proceed to the next location. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? We were to make for Harv Village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here. Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
My magics are yours to command, should you require the skills of a mage. Might I be of assistance? Over here, if you please. We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember. But misers die early. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Let us proceed to the next location. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? We were to make for Harv Village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
I would fain aid you if you are in need.
Well, that wasn't the homecoming I envisioned. I knew we were going to be in a bad way.
Pray, follow me. A different path would serve us better now. I'll lead the way.
There, Master! Undead! I'll save you!
Go where your help is needed!
Keep hold of the enemy!
Well said. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling 'twill be worth the climb.
What a glorious success!
Once more! Follow me, if you would.
Let us see what you're made of!
I knew you would prevail, Master.
Fight on, and victory shall be ours.
Not bad, all things considered.
That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
Seems I've drawn the short straw. Of course, I wouldn't dream of complaining about it. Well aimed strike, right where it hurts. Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
No mercy! Got hold of the enemy!
Well said. Arisen! Are you all right?
Look at it. Beast can scarce stand. A well-placed strike is gazing skyward.
Strike fast, Petra, and our quarry shall fall!
That was superb.
Having more of these to hand ought to serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
Here we go again.
Battle cannot be avoided. The must fight or die.
Of course.
You're solid. Do try not to catch cold.
A new day dawns at last.
The sun will always rise again. 'Tis a comforting thought.
Over here!
Someone made camp here.
Let us keep this place in mind for when night falls. Would you mind coming over here?
It was a surprise to find someone living out here. And an old man at that. I wonder what so impels him to set out to sea.
Curious, isn't it?
Perhaps we will understand more in time.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
Oh, you've come to a dangerous place. Scaly beasts make this their den. We've been dispatched to cull them. A small force ventured inside, though I've seen neither hide nor hair of them since. Seems the battle is hard won. I'll not stop you if you wish to explore, but don't look for my aid if aught goes awry.
Here we are.
Tis naught but a pitiful puppet pulled by hidden strings.
fine. There's a haze over my eyes. Can anyone hear me? We need help. I don't want to fall here. God damn blizzard.
Is this where I'm to draw my last? Consign it!
I will finish this here and now.
I am in your debt, sir.
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here. Onward. Our work is not yet done. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? We were to make for Harve Village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
An appropriate choice, Arisen. I'll gladly take the lead.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. Unless you've any objections, Arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location. We were to make for Harve Village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
You're not one of ours. Have you come to save us? Forgive me. I cannot seem to walk of my own accord just now. Would you aid me in reaching the entrance?
Our task is complete.
Splendid.
You went in there to save my fellow soldiers. Well now. I underestimated you, friend. I shall send word of your deeds to the captain. You've done well this day. I thank you. We'll see to the rest of this mess. You need not trouble yourself further.
Hold, sir. I'd rethink pressing onward if I were you. The village is crawling with Saurians. Forgive me. I didn't mean to startle you. I used to call this place home, you see, in times more peaceful. You're the Arisen, are you? Well, that's something. We were hoping to reclaim our village, but it doesn't seem we'll have much luck. We fled when the dragon attacked some days past, thinking we'd return once the baleful thing was gone. Easier said than done, clearly. In our absence, a bask of Saurians have made our homes their own. What are we to do? The guards not like to send soldiers all the way out here. Ah, but mayhap they needn't at all. You are the Arisen, aye? Could we trouble you to aid us in our hour of need? Please, sir, do something, anything about the Saurians infesting our village.
Saurians abound, Master. Be on your guard.
We ought to proceed with caution.
Saurians!
Ah, so you something from our family. Crafty of you.
Shall we report our results?
Is the deed done, good Arisen? Oh, thank you, thank you. We shall all be able to return to our homes at last. I can hardly wait to bring these tidings to the other villagers. I dare say we'll have this place livable again ere long. I cannot thank you enough. Long will you be known as a friend to our village. If you happen to pass by, do come visit us, won't you? I should like for you to see this place as 'twas afore the dragon's attack. For your sake, as well as ours, we'll do our utmost to see the village restored.
With this, the peril has passed. Still, perhaps we ought to visit the village again anon, just to be certain.
I quite agree.
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on? And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Say, have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance? Do come again.
Over here, if you please.
Look as long as you please. This looks as good a place as any.
The person we're here to meet is nowhere to be seen. Shall we come back later?
The current hour ill suits our progress. Let us visit an inn or...
Now to report to Captain Brandt. Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
Want to head home before I get an earful?
It hardens the heart to see so many smiles about. Yes? Is there something I can do for you?
What should I get up to today? Where to now?
I shan't forget this slight.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude.
Well done, Master. By your efforts, our task is complete.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be Arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermund. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that Your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Disa's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Would you mind coming over here?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds, but as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security, so pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
Pray, follow me.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. As I do not forget that we work to serve...
Tis of dire import we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge. I can guide you to the place, Arisen, or thereabouts.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
In another world, I learned that a forgotten rift stone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
prison. I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind.
That was a skillful bit of theory. You do your vocation proud.
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Why? It seems to have come to you unscathed. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Tis a fair reward. We cannot complain.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
There's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat.
Truly? Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
Fast for you! We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises.
I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps Perhaps another night. I can scarce keep my eyes open.
Good sleep is the key to a good adventure. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard.
Not bad!
Perhaps you might join the fight yourself!
Splendid. Way.
Me? Caught unawares? I would never be so careless.
One can see far to the distance.
Would be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
I quite agree.
Useful bauble, the ferry stone. 'Twill allow us to travel vast distances in an instant.
It's not an item to be squandered. My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way?
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm.
Drop all your weapons. And I might just let you leave. And I might just let you leave.
Hold fast, Arisen. I will be with you in but a moment.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Now here's a surprise.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
A tad too high, methinks.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful.
I never thought I'd say this, but we've become inseparable.
As a result, we move as one.
I could lead you to a nearby campsite if you'd like. I learned of its location in another world.
Asps! Mind that they do not poison you!
Our ice attacks are wasted on this foe!
A wake stone, Arisen. It harbors the power to bring the dead back to life.
A fine prize. We must think very carefully before using it.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths.
'Tis an item of exceptional rarity. I cannot wait to tell my own master of its existence. While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way. Oh, yes. Give me a moment to recall the way. Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
Should we make our way there and see what's to be seen?
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
It is not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.